truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. Hit like, comment, subscribe, you know what to do. Be cool, city lights shining so bright. Fine dining nights feels right. Flights to places far from sight. Get right, ruthless truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Underneath the neon glow, life is fast but take it slow. Every moment like a show. Let's go. Dancing through the night, we got energy flows we can't hide. Feel alive, we outside. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Ruthless reading but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Ruthless truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Stay cool.
Hey, nobody bigger than the program.
Top of the morning, YouTube. What's good? Hit the like button. Welcome to the show. And today's topic is going to be another reality of the dating market, the relationship market, and the marriage market. And the evidence is clearly in the divorce rate, in the way women see men. Well, I don't think that's it, right? I just think that women, when they look for men, they look for men to serve them, not the other way around. So it's women, when they look for men, when they look at a dating man or be with a man, they think they're the prize, right? They think they're the prize. So that means when one thinks they're the prize, that means they think they're better than the person that's trying to get with them. And this is why they have all these standards, right? This is why they have all the women. Let's put it like this: women run the dating market. Women run the relationship. And guess what? I got some bad news for you guys. Women control the access to marriage now, solely. Because when a woman is looking for a man, she's looking for a man to serve her needs. Because this is the complaint on these spaces, right? That the women are not reciprocating the sentiment of the thing that the men are doing for them. The men are doing all these things for them, and the women ain't doing shit. Okay, I might agree with that. I might have to agree with that. I agree with that. 70s, 80s, the mothers taught the little girls to be independent, get your own money. But women are not serving men. I'm telling you that right now. They're not catering to men. They're looking for the man to cater to them. And this is how they hunt. Women are the hunters. They hunt their men, right? That's why dudes stop approaching, because women said, hey, I'm going to give you a number, but it's going to be a fake number. I'm going to block you because I want to be the one. I want to be the one to dictate this. And now we have an agenda war of where the women and the men, we can't get along because the women to come into the man space and put the men in check, yelling at them, cursing at them, calling them out their name, and other men support her behavior. They just sit there and let her do it. Because Women are here to defend their position of power. That's why they come to these spaces. They don't come here, if you notice, they don't come here to say, okay, let's get on your program. No, women are looking for men to get on their program. Women are saying, hey, you want to date me? You want to date me? You need to make this much money. You want to date me? You need to look like this and act like this. You want to date me? You need to be emotionally intelligent. You want to date me? You need to be my sex slave. You need to be good in bed. The men when the men is dating women, we're getting interviewed, right? Because the men, when they date, they comply and submit to the standards of that woman to make her happy or to make her feel comfortable, right? And the women set the standard, okay, the only way you can make me feel comfortable and make me feel the way I want to feel is, right? That's why I ask you what restaurant you're taking me to. How much money you make. Because, first of all, they're saying if you qualify. The women are laying down the qualifiers. So the men are acquiescing to the women's standard during the dating process. He's already paying for the dates and he's paying for this and paying for that to show that he's a provider. Then the sexual performance. That's show he's good in bed. And then the emotional intelligence. All this is a man placating to a woman standard. See, when a man sees the woman he wants, she's beautiful, smile, whatever, he pretty much locked in. You know what I mean? If the conversation is decent and she looks good enough. As long as her mouth ain't too overbearing or as long as she ain't showing no 304, he's going to lock in. He's going to lock in. And that's changing now. That's changing. Niggas is wifing 304s every day. Prostitutes every day. It ain't nothing. But that's another conversation. But we do understand that the women are dictating pace of the dating market and the relationships. Women want men to serve them. They're looking for men to serve their needs. And how are they getting men to do this? By leveraging other men. What you want, another nigga will. What you want, another nigga will. And also society also placates to them by they get the kids, believe all women. That's slowly changing. But everybody wants to cater to the woman's when she pays. That's why women, if they're wrong, if they feel like they're losing and they want to get something wrong or get you on something, they pay a victim. When you got them where they can't fight no more, they go to the victim mindset or the victim mentality because they know that that's going to get you off of them. They don't want to accept accountability. They don't want to take responsibility for their actions. If she cheats, it's the man's fault. Men blame men. Women blame men. It's a blame game, right? But she will sell her vagina if she serve you. And that's just what it is. That's what it is. And this is how women are moving out here. So this is where we have to, as men, we have to understand when you're dealing with a woman, she don't really too much. I mean, she cares about your personality as long as your personality is catering to her, like making her laugh. She laughing at your corny jokes and conversating respectfully. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I think women are trying to tame men in the relationships and marriages. And in the marriages, the women run the marriages. They definitely run the marriages. And if they can't, they leave. Or if they get bored, they leave. That's why they divorce 800,000 times a year. Bottom line. Real talk. Women, and they're underperforming in these marriages. And they're underperforming in relationships. Real talk. Because they don't give a fuck about what a man going through. They don't give a fuck. It's all about them. It's all about them. I got a video, and the lady gonna say that men are not superior.
So you're saying the fact that the world is literally imploding, I should find some little utopia where there's a successful egalitarian society and not look at the fact that the world is imploding under patriarchy. That's what you're asking me to do?
Show me some in history.
All are failing.
Give me some in history. Give me an example in history.
7,000 years old, and humans existed longer than that. Before that, it was matrilineal and it was an egalitarian society. In the agricultural era, when that came to be, when people started passing down land and they needed a last name, that is where patriarchy started. Go and look up how patriarchy started. It is because they wanted to pass down land and wealth through the man's last name, thus patriarchy. It is not because you guys are superior beings. It is not because you guys are smarter. It is not because you guys are better leaders. It is simply because we wanted to consolidate land and resources. Before that, we were in hunter-gathering mode. And when y'all continue to say you are hunter-gatherers, you were not. Women were out there hunting and gathering as well.
What society are you talking about? Black people or white people?
And gathering. These were humans, sir.
No, because it's a difference. Because y'all love to put the issues of white patriarchy on the backs of black men.
These were humans.
No, we're gonna get to that. Y'all love to bring up what white men do negatively and blanket it out and say all men do that. The most of the gripes that you're talking about is under white regimes, under European structures. Most of the issues you're talking about has not come under black men running things. So let's get that clear. You're not speaking about anything that we contribute to. You're talking about post-colonization, post-slavery issues. Those are where most of our issues came from. Most of our issues came post-colonization, post-under slavery. These issues are under European rule, European influence. That's where most of these problems come from. Now, can you show me, pretty intellectual, can you show me something in antiquity in indigenous cultures that we participate in, not just human hunter-gatherers, specific nationality cultures that we participated in where women were just running things or under the negative leadership of black men? Can you show me that in history? Yes or no?
So you're already wrong.
I'm asking you a question. How am I wrong? I'm asking you a question.
Don't control how I answer.
I just asked you, do you have that information?
Anyways.
You don't have the information.
So you said the same thing earlier. Don't control how I answer.
You don't have the information.
You just brought up colonization, which is 500 years old.
We're still dealing with the ramifications of that.
Me saying patriarchy being 7,000 years old.
Whose patriarchy?
Do you hear how that doesn't make sense?
No, whose patriarchy? It does make sense. Are you talking about European culture or our culture?
Ella, you gotta let us finish.
Yeah, you're crashing, man.
I ain't crashing. You pretty intellectual, but you ain't really showing nothing.
Relax. So let me say this. All forms of society at some point had a form of patriarchy. They did not look the same, but it was patriarchy. Black men had their own form of patriarchy before colonization, because as I just said, colonization is much younger than patriarchy. If you do the simple math, things like FGM, female vaginal genital mutilation, existed at the hands of Black men, unrelated to white men, right? These were things that were constructed under Black patriarchy. So yes, it did exist before colonization. That's simply history.
Yeah, you gave one small example, but are you
That's not a
telling me
small example. That's something
that's not
was
something that happened in mass? That was some tribal shit that happened sporadically. That's not something that was done when we was running Europe for 500 years. We wasn't mutilating women's vaginas. So what I'm telling you is, can you give me some information, like a book, a point of reference, where I can read about how Black men were just destroying Black women before colonization, and just had them under some terrible rule? Because from my studies, things were a lot better when we had our own thing going. Women were not under the same stresses they was under today. They knew their place, we knew our place, and we had, I wouldn't call it a utopia, but it was a definitely higher functioning society than we have now. Do you have any information that can offset that? Anything you can point me to, any point of reference that I can read about this terrible era of when men were just dominating Black women, and or the opposite of when Black women were ruling and things were at a utopian state because you were on top? Do you have any body of work that can provide that claim?
I don't do labor for men. Do it yourself.
Exactly. You don't have it. Like I thought. You just talking.
I'm not doing labor for you.
I got books. I don't need no help. We all, I'm Mr. I got books. I just want to know
You
what
were
you
to
know.
call FGM
No,
a
it's
small
called,
example, something that
we're not leaders. Remember? So I'm asking a pretty intellectual for an intellectual response. And you didn't have one.
You want to
You
say
didn't
it's
have
something
one.
small
You
and
don't
it's
have
one
one.
little example. That
You
just
don't have
goes
one.
to show the disregard for what Black women experience all across this planet.
Man, we
Unrelated
love
to
y'all.
America, unrelated to colonization. You have completely disregarded the harm that
Give me the information. I asked you for information.
I gave
You know
an
she don't have the
example.
information. Why you keep
Yes, I do have the
So give me a book. Give me a book
You don't
reference.
have to help him, Humble. He got this. He can put up his big boy pants by himself. Here's the facts.
I asked you for some information.
Ask the question. I gave you historical guidelines. I gave you an example of something that occurred without white men. You said white men created patriarchy. I said they did not. I said Black men had their one second. I said Black men had their own form of patriarchy unrelated to white men. That is what I said. I gave you one example, but I also said that 6,500 years before there was colonization, there was patriarchy. Go look it up.
No, I already looked it up. That's why I'm asking you. Do you have any additional information? Because I when I say stuff, people know me. I'll bring a book like this book right here. So when you could talk so fluently like you talking, I want to know your source of reference outside of Google and ChatGPT. What bodies of work, what publications, since you're pretty intellectual, asking you for literature shouldn't be so far-fetched with the name you got. So if you're pretty intellectual, I would love to know some literature where I can read to further what you're talking about. And if you can't provide it like that, then you just talking.
Me something. No,
you ain't got it. You ain't got it. I'm not lazy at all. I got plenty books.
Do some work.
I read. I found. Look, I ain't found what you talking about. So I'm asking you. Maybe you could point me in another direction. Because when I read my history, I don't find that shit.
That's not the
I
right
got
book.
books.
The right
Go
book.
ahead.
Thank you for the spirited exchange.
Yeah.
Sweeney, you wanted to, all right, True, then Sweeney jump in after him. Go ahead.
I just wanted to interject.
Welcome to the show, Mela the Terminator. Mela.
The Terminator. Hey, darling.
Good morning.
Yeah. You know why I like you?
Why?
Because you don't believe in marriage.
Oh, hell no.
And that's why I like you.
I think
Haven't been married twice. Haven't been married twice. I can tell you that it's a contract for slavery. And not everybody's willing to sign up for that, to contract yourself as a willing participant in being enslaved, mutually enslaved. Because, think about the lack of freedom that exists when you have given an oath to obligate yourself to somebody else. But when you're free, as they say, it's like, baby, I never promised you nothing. We just got together. It didn't work out. I think you should get over it, and I will too. Goodbye. You know? But you know what? What's messed up about that is people procreate in the midst of it. That's what's messed up, because children are influenced by media, Ruthless, and they see mommy, what was supposed to be mommy and daddy getting along happy together, and they made me. So they have to navigate an understanding of what it's like to not experience what is otherwise normalized traditionally in society. It has been traditionally normalized in society to be married. And when a child experiences this abnormal situation, it actually distracts them from how to focus on their greatness. It distracts them. And that's the problem. Like, we as adults, we know that marriage is a trap, but children have yet to understand that. They don't know how to self-actualize, right? They don't know how to reconcile in their spirit that, oh, wait, there's this fairy tale BS out there that I'm not supposed to take seriously. They don't understand that. They're children. So how do we explain to children not to take marriage seriously, Ruthless?
We ain't got to, because thanks to the women, right? So the new generation of women coming in, and men, but the new generation of women who are examples, they're turning down marriage. They don't want to get married till they like they want they love that soft girl era, right? And then the guys, because they're seeing the most women are indulging in 3 or 4 culture, are independent mindset culture, that a lot of men are opting out of marriage as well. So we don't have to teach the kids, because society will teach itself, because everybody will perform. And because we're in social media, the age of social media, you can see it all online, right? You can look at Google, the numbers, and then you can look at all online. Women on Instagram, right? Doing what they do, selling themselves, and everybody now has this picture of, you know what? Marriage is not the best thing. That's why the marriage rate is down at an exceedingly great rate, because women are saying, hey, I don't no longer need to attach myself to a man to get my value. And men are learning that women don't really fuck with them like that, but for the money or the things she wants. So it's becoming now a all for myself society, individuals taking their own plights, and this is where we at.
Yeah, and we agree to disagree with that sentiment on both sides of us. I have my views, you have your views, and I respect who you are, and you appear to offer me the grace and mercy of communicating with you. Nonetheless, there's this I'm not gonna agree with everything you say type of thing that you allow me to do. I appreciate that. And this is one of those times I'm not gonna agree. I'm not. And I like that you're not the type of person to get an attitude just because somebody doesn't agree with you. I really like you for that. Do you realize how rare it is for a man to just accept that a woman doesn't agree with him? It's rare, according to my experience. It's like, as soon as you disagree with, dare I say, the men in my life, be it family or otherwise, they are tripping. And they're going around the bullberry bush and trying to figure out how to get you to answer the same question 1,511 ways. And it's like, I believe I answered your question. I literally answered your question, and you going around the bullberry bush because your intention is to get me to submit to what you're looking for, when I'm not going to do that. And what you do, Ruthless, is you allow me to disagree with you peacefully. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Ruthless don't. And let me say that to my chat too. I welcome pushback. I welcome indifference of opinion, because then we can have the conversation in good faith, right? Because if you're up here just agreeing with me, I think you just might want to date me or something. You know, and then I don't want to talk no more. I want to drop you. What's up? What's up, Ignorant TV? But when you come up here speaking your truth, and this is what I like about the new modern woman now. And men, they don't like it. But me, Ruthless, I like it. I like y'all transparency. I think transparency is powerful. Yes, I love it. I love it. Women who come with me, and I see right through them, and they try to pretend, I walk away. I'd rather a woman come up to me, a full-fledged, full force who take me as I am, then I can actually have the option to walk away or stay, right? Or I can make a better assessment of what kind of woman that I'm dealing with. And these are the things I appreciate, because now I don't have to wonder, damn, is she faking? Does she really love me? Is she in this for me, or is she in this for herself? Her mouth say one thing, but her actions show different. Her actions show one thing, and her mouth say different. But now in 2026, this is what it is. It is what it is. Take me or leave me. And that's okay. That turns me on, actually, right? In a way, not sexually, but like stimulates my mind, because now I'm like, okay, cool. Because now I'm going to be who I am, right? I'm going to be everything I want to be. I'm not living for nobody else's happiness. Listen, I know you're selfish, boo-boo, and I'm selfish too. We're going to be selfish together. Yeah, we're going to be selfish together. Yeah. I know you got big dreams. You want a big house and all these big things, and so do I. And guess what? You got to get your own, my sister, and I'm going to get my own. Now, I get a little, sometimes women get jealous of me because when I pull up in these nice, exotic luxury cars, but hey, I didn't say it's just what I've been blessed with, boo-boo. But do you, and I'm going to do me. And I respect the way women are. I think they're exactly where they need to be. They need their freedom. They need to be able to express themselves. They need to be able to be hustlers. I don't need to raise no more kids. I got one daughter. She got a year and a half of school left, 2 years of school left, and that responsibility is no longer mine. And I definitely don't want to take on the responsibility of a grown woman who is smart, intellectual, intelligent, beautiful, know how to do things. Yes, I don't want to take on that. Either she's coming in, her 100, or we gonna keep it 100. We gonna keep it 100.
Yeah, I got guys that want to get in my guts, and quite frankly, it's a turnoff. It's like, you got to tell me something more than you're attracted to me. You have got to tell me something more than that. And quite honestly, that's all they can tell you. That oh, you're this and you're that, and it's like, so basically what this boils down to is that you want to physically, not you, Ruthless, but I'm talking about men that have approached me in such a manner. What it boils down to is they want to physically discover me, but they're too pussy to just come right out and say it. Like, I was wondering if you was interested in fucking. They need to just come out and say that shit, so we don't waste one another's time. Because that's a yes or no question. Are you interested in, just ask me straight up. Are you interested in fucking me? And I'll say no. And then you can go about your business. Just go about your business. Like stop beating around like, oh God, your eyes. Oh man, your voice. Oh man, your body. Just like, okay, why don't you just be concise as an intelligent human being and just come out and ask me the direct question towards the goal you're looking for? Why do men beat around the bush instead of being direct with a woman? Why do they do that?
Because men have been tamed by the woman. Men are now letting women dictate pace. And
Well, really,
this is like
okay,
this, right?
dictation.
Woman,
Okay.
y'all women, y'all let y'all nuts hang. You know what I'm saying? Y'all saying, hey, I want cash at me, or hey, I don't this, or I don't know that. Whatever it is y'all demand is, y'all can play with it. With the men, like you said, they want to go around the motherfucking world to say I want some coochie.
Yeah, you see, that's the thing. My demand is romance. That's my demand. It's not about money, none of that, right? And I might be a fool for that shit. However, my demand is romance. And my spidey senses pick up on somebody that is attempting to romance me when I'm actually hearing, you just want to find out what it is to dig in my guts, so to speak, for lack of, to be crass, right? I'm being crass right now, but it's like you're not you, but a person pretending to be romantic is more insulting than somebody that just comes out and announce what they looking for. That does that make sense?
Yes.
It's like, I'm not gonna pretend that I'm a romantic guy. I want to know, there's something about you that excites me, and I want some physical feelings about it. Are you with it or not? Like, I can respect that as opposed to, oh darling, like you're the dearest of all darlings. I can't even tell you how you just make me want to be this, and it's like, come on, man, come on, stop, just be for real. Because I know the difference between a romantic minded individual versus somebody that's trying to deceive the mechanisms of access, or rather construct mechanisms for access. It's like, I'm hearing construction, I'm not hearing authenticity from your intentions. Like, if your intention is, I'm looking for someone to be romantic with, I can hear that, versus I just want to find out if what's inside you is all I anticipate from viewing what's outside you. Like, just, because there's a way to say things,
The thing about it, Mela, the only thing, I agree with you, but I do have to put some blame on you guys too, though. I do have to put some blame on you guys, the Michelle Obamas, the type women tame the men. The women are the one that requested these type of things, right? Like there's a few girls that still, what's up, lady? Yes, there's a still few. I was talking to this one girl, right? We've been talking for some time, and she said, "Who's that? Who's that?" In my phone, right? Because she saw a picture of my phone. 'Cause I was going through my phone. She saw a picture. I said, "That's my bitch." And she's looked at me. She's like, "Why you say it like that?" You know what I mean? And so there is a kind of, some women, they're like, "Oh yeah," they laugh at me. They're like, "Oh, you funny." But some women, they look like, "How dare you say it like that?" But she didn't really give me too much pushback because I didn't care. I was just dismissive. So this I have to blame you guys. You guys kind of set the standard on the way you guys want to be approached and talked to, right? Because most guys, and they come to you and say, "Hey, give me some coochie," y'all are going to want to.
So when you refer to that woman as your bitch, that means that she's somebody that keeps it real or something?
This is my bitch.
No, I mean like what it like paint the picture of the differentiation. Like 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 because that is a shock statement. That's a shocking statement for women such as myself. I'm gonna be honest. That's a shocking statement. It's like what woman that's mingling with you is okay with you referring to her as your bitch? Like what does that look like? Like what paint the picture of where that's an agreeable, mutually agreeable situation.
That if I call her my bitch,
Because I'm not accustomed to somebody referring to me as their bitch. I'm not accustomed to that. So
oh, okay.
what does that look like?
Well, I mean, like I said, that's the tame. A lot of women have tame men, right? So that they have the men to speak to them the way they want to speak to them. So what you saying, Mela, is, oh, I want a man to tell me he just wants some coochie. You guys have not allowed men to talk to you guys like that. Just like I said to that girl, that's my bitch. Like you said, you're like, well, how does that go? Because to your mind, Mela, you're like, I don't think that's appropriate. So, and I understand that. I just do what I do because I'm ruthless. You know what I'm saying? But most guys won't even
What's the criteria? What's the criteria in the differentiation between who you would consider your bitch versus some other woman? Like what does that person like what is it about her personality that because you say that with affection. I'm not gonna lie. When you say that's my bitch, like you say that like, oh yeah, ain't no changing what we got going on. That's my bitch. You say that, dare I say, with affection. Like, what is it about your bitch that makes her your bitch?
because she act like a bitch and I love it.
Okay, so she talk her shit.
Everybody hear me? I don't know if I'm on the mic. I don't know. I've got so many voices.
Hello?
Can anybody hear
Is
me?
somebody else on the panel or something?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Welcome to the show. Soft is hard. So, she's coming with the panel.
Somebody not on mute. Okay, I'll go on mute then.
Okay, do I need to go on mute? Because I
No, you good.
don't really come on here too much. So if y'all just show me what I need to do with my microphone, because I hear so many voices.
No, you good.
I can't even hear that person.
I can hear her.
Muffled. It's muffled.
Oh, it's muffled?
Yeah, and I want to hear. It's muffled. I'm not lying. Maybe it's me and my end, my connection, but it's kind of muffled.
I don't know. I hear echo.
You just
That's
got
not like a woman.
So if y'all could just tell me what I need to do. Like, what do I need to mute? What do I need to
You need to turn your volume up. You turn your volume up. You just sound low. You sound low.
Maybe the microphone is too close to the mouth. I don't know.
No, she's.
Okay.
Let me see.
But this is gonna be exciting. I can't wait to hear it. Clearly.
I don't know how to work this, but it is what it is.
Can you say your name real quick? Are you on your phone or tablet?
No, I'm using my laptop and I got like a Bluetooth speaker.
Oh, that's why.
I hear echo.
Yeah, you ain't got you're using your laptop microphone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it probably
Yeah,
sucks.
it's kind of muffled. Okay. If she got some earphones, but anyway, we're not trying to get you to adjust your life. Anyway, that was my inquiry. I'm trying to understand, and this is why I bring it up. It's nothing personal to anybody out there other than myself. I know somebody personally that was running around with a woman that was attentive to him, catering to him, and she wanted to spend time with him on a particular day. He was ghost. He was ghost. We talking about a woman that like his family embraced all this other kind of stuff. Just, paraded her around as if she is quote unquote the one. Next thing you know, she just gets this dizzying thought that she's going to go to his family, his people's house, looking for him because he hasn't answered her phone calls to spend, some time with her.
And how long was it and when he until he introduced the girl to the family
You say
and
how
how his
long had
relationship
they?
girl was
They've known each other.
how long was that?
Say what? They've known each other a long time. Long time. Like we're talking like decades. We talking about high school sweethearts that reconnected later in life.
And
Okay.
all this all connected. Okay.
Say what? I
But
heard.
he didn't choose
Okay.
her though. He just had her around, but he didn't choose her.
No. This is the thing, right? This is the thing. What's confusing me about what she told me is that when she asked him, "Where were you?" he said, "I was with my bitch." I said, "He said it like that?" She said, "That's what he told me. That's what he told me." And I was like, so the difference between him wanting you versus him wanting her is that he prioritizes someone that has the characteristics that he classifies as his bitch. And
How can
I'm
you
trying to
have
figure, and I didn't know
really
what to
not
tell her. I was like, well,
really not
when I think
saying
about a
because
bitch,
I don't
I
know
think
what you
about,
think,
I'm
it's a lot
sorry,
of
what?
insecurity going on, a lot of, really when if you God is not the thing of confusion.
Damn, I wish you could sound clearer. Damn.
About what you would not be
Because I
asking
know you could
questions, you
teach
would
me
not be
something.
on ruthless things, like it was not men, when they're serious about you, you do not question. I swear to you, they're upfront, they're everything. When a man really, and if you don't see that, I don't care, I'm talking about love bombing too. Yeah, there could be green flags, but are those negative green flags? Like, he's all up front and he's doing this, but why so soon? You know what I'm saying? Like, women are the brakes, men are the gas. Women, and that's what I'm saying, and men too. Like, you ruthless, talking about everything, how you went about dating girls. You're doing too much, bro. For you too. You need to be looking. I mean, they grew up crazy. You know what I'm saying? People are like real talk. Like, nobody knows what they're doing. But here you are doing your best, and it's all go. No, you need to. So
Well,
I keep hearing myself off
so
key and echo. I
Well,
don't know how to.
the title of his live stream is that women would rather something other than serving a man. So really,
see, you
Ruthless
can't
is
even,
being a
you can't even say,
hypocrite.
she doesn't even want to say the word vagina.
Ruthless is being no. It's like I'm trying to get the okay. Women will serve. Wait a minute. What's the name of the anyway?
Women,
I,
women will,
I don't know what
women
that
will
happened.
serve
I
a
got kicked
vagina
off first.
before they serve a man.
okay. There you go. So with that in mind, Ruthless is being a hypocrite because what he actually wants is a woman that prioritizes herself. That's
Yes,
what Ruthless wants.
yes,
So
yes.
really, this whole fucking live stream is hypocrisy.
How's the hypocrisy? I just made a statement. It's
You
just a
want
statement.
you want the
I'm gonna
bitch. You don't want you want the bitch. You don't want a woman that's gonna serve you. You want
here.
the reality. The reality is that a woman that prioritizes her vagina is the bitch. You want the bitch.
Well, to me, all women are bitch. my bitch. Any girl that's gonna be my girl is gonna be my bitch. No matter what educational background.
All of them are.
Yeah, the same. It's consistent. I'm consistent. When I call you my bitch, that's honorable. That's honorable to me. That's not
I mean,
bad.
that's what I'm trying to figure out. What's so honorable about the bitch?
It's just like the word. It's just like the word nigga, right? Nigga has different connotations on depending on what nigga could be. That's my
That's
nigga.
not
Right?
answering my question,
Well,
nigga.
well,
What is the bitch?
Ooh, I don't know whose roof is me or you.
Oh,
Ooh, well,
I got it for people. I got it. I got it. I just don't bring. I don't bring that bitch out the cave often. I'm just saying.
I'm just using a word that can have a positive. Nigga is a word I'm using because it can have a positive or it can have a negative, depending on voice tone and the where it's placed in a sentence, right? So, just like you see women, oh, I'm a bad bitch. That is a positive, right? That's using that word's placed in a positive affirmation.
That is impressive. Yeah, that's extremely impressive.
Right,
If we are to use urban interpretation,
right.
that's profoundly impressive. And for whatever reason, it's been translated in urban terms to mean bad bitch, which is crazy to me because that
it's
there's an open door for negative connotation, which is crazy.
But it makes sense because to a woman,
It
right?
doesn't make sense.
No, it makes sense to a woman.
Bad is bad and good is good. But here come Michael Jackson, the guy rest his soul, talking about I'm bad, and you know it. It's like, so now bad is good. And that's the confusion of our people.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, there you go. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna
With
be
some
quiet.
headphones.
Teach
Okay,
me
with some
your way.
headphones. Now, no, there's no echo, and
Yes,
I'll put the
teach
thing
me
on
your
the
way.
camera shit. So yeah, I'm gonna let y'all finish talking so I can catch up. Go ahead.
No, teach me your ways. Thank you.
No, I don't know. I just look. We all know we sit on this internet and we watch. Listen, one thing. The internet is some rage. I don't know. I hate these words. Rage baiting. You always see about black relationships. Women, do this for my, and it's just so exploitive. And I have girlfriends talk to me yeah, you see these girls, all they want is to do this and do this, man, he'd pay this. I said, girl, look at us and your homegirls. Who of us really talk like that's on the majority? We on the majority ruthless. Women are real. Like a lot of women are real. You have to decide who you choose. And as a female, men are messed up. I don't know how Ruthless is up here talking all this mess when he knows that he got Tinder, he knows he's got Pornhub, he knows he got Twitter or X. And so what you stressing when you can go just busting up real quick and you ain't got to worry about us. You ain't got to worry about the stress. And that's what I'm saying. That's what. And that's well, I don't know if you do or not. As an example, you is just in generalized, but as a sister to sister, like men, and men were built to be strong with your broad shoulders and this and that, and we bring the nice, we make families. Look at you all want to talk about animal world. Look at and it's the mothers that raise, unless they're amphibians with eggs, and that's different. But it's the mothers that raise you to survive, to hunt. There's nothing against men, but you have to respect the place a woman, what she brings she brings the nice, she brings the soft, she brings the family. That's not, you know what I mean? It's not to be like, oh, but men, and y'all have a place where you're strong, you're providers. You naturally want to be this. I hear it when you say this, Ruth, about the women, how you go about it wrong. I do this for her, I did that, but you didn't check the signs. And green flags ain't always a go sign. Green flags up front could be just so he can get you all twisted and think, well, you do tell me the truth, but then you want to start lying later on. You have to watch it. As women, we are we are the brakes. We slow them down. Men ready, it's just about understanding the dynamics, understanding. And I think a lot of women and men, the people that we're encountering these days, and look at where we came, look at our generation. Look at where we live in America. I don't live there anymore. I'm not from North anyway. grew up in North Carolina, but I live out of sea overseas. Okay, so but you see what they did. Like black families were prospering late 70s and 80s with the industrial. We were prospering, and guess what came in? It broke the families. Now the children who are we? Who are we? That's and what do we got? No, dads ain't at home and institutionalized. Yes, I'm gonna say it's 80%. It ain't all 100%. You know what I'm saying? But like, let's look at it, and that's where our children were us. We are the children of that. Go ahead, Ruthless.
Okay, so I'm gonna play this video real quick, and then I'm gonna let y'all chime in.
Oh my God, I hate your
get
little
married
videos.
and become a father and go, oh shoot, okay, I didn't know it was gonna take all of this. Game time. Let me try to figure this out. Let me try to see if I can do this and do that and get the card and do this and love her more and balance all this. Women, we meet you and we're like, our idea and our fairy tale is you are Prince Charming, honey. And then we try to get you to fit Prince Charming. And the more you don't fit it, the more y'all end up in my office going, but he doesn't do this. Well, has he ever did it? No, but I always just thought my husband would. Your husband or this man? So are you getting to know who you with? Or are you making this man fit this fairy tale ideology that doesn't even exist anyways? And so women come and lead with fit this, or you have no value. Men come in and go, all right, I'm here and I'm gonna learn how to be the best I can for you. And then women do what? You're taking too long. You're not getting there because you haven't fit the box of the fairy tale. They almost always have an amazing husband. But because his amazingness doesn't fit her idea of amazing, guess what? He ain't shit.
Let's be honest. Ruthless just want to look at that woman and lust. You know, he don't give a damn about the video unless some woman is in the video. There's a reason why he's featuring women's opinions on videos, because they're scantily clad. He gets to imagine things, like this is somebody that he wants to physically discover. He doesn't give a damn what she's talking about.
I've been muted this whole time. No, but it's also because it feeds into. You see, they don't perpetuate. I don't use words correctly. I put words where I think they don't perpetuate positive women. Let me tell y'all something. Like, do you know in England, because that's where I live, London. I'm gonna tell you that I live London. Do you know in London that who's the financial CEO of the bank in England? A black woman. The CEO of the UK London, okay, with a black woman with a black man and black children, okay, and she's the CEO of the Bank of England. That's the name of it. That's okay. Where is the perpetual of positiveness? But no, you see the rage baiting. You see who runs this behind the internet always is breaking the families down. It's got Ruthless talking about, look at this girl, look at what she's saying, and look what but where's the positive? Look,
he wants the Energizer Bunny effect. He wants the Energizer. See, here it is.
You were saying the same thing too. Let's not, because at the beginning you were like, yeah, I believe in you with the no, we don't believe in marriage. What was that? I don't know, unless I'm speaking to the right person.
What that was. Okay, I'm glad you confronted me with that. What I'm telling you, what I'm telling you is that I heard a video that emphasized that marriage is the original slavery. And I just came up to convey that to Ruthless to find out.
So I understand. Okay, good way.
Yeah,
I'm glad you answered it.
I've been married twice. I've been married twice.
Girl. Okay, I understand. And I heard somebody who was 107 years old, and she's a black woman, and she said, you know what it is? Don't ever get married. That's the best way. But listen, Ruthless, you know why women speak like this? Because it's so simple, but it's that difficult to understand. You don't know what women had to. We didn't have right. We weren't human. Do you understand? Okay, listen, I know I'm a woman. Let a man tell you, I don't know how you're going to get this, but read the history books.
Have you ever been married?
With our voting rights, and
have you ever been married?
Who, me?
Yeah.
22 years, hon, 2 kids.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
out
really.
of
And
the
I did.
22 years,
Yeah.
how many were blissful? No problems, no discrepancies, no complaints.
But what is life? Is life no problems, no discrepancies, no complaints? You think my body don't hurt at this age? You think I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I got people, my loved ones in sick, I don't even like to
So
speak
you
on it.
never,
So what? So you think marriage is just gonna be better than life? You think
I
marriage
think,
is no, but when you
I
guys
think,
are too focused on the same goal,
I
you
think
guys are,
with the
it's just greater than
financial
okay, girl.
opportunities
Mhm.
available, any event that you
What
don't see.
financial? Because
Well,
look at
wait a
COVID.
minute.
What
Wait,
did COVID do?
hello. I'm not done.
COVID.
I'm
Okay.
not done. What I'm saying is, absent children, there's no reason for marriage. If you're absent children, if you have children, you need marriage. If you don't have children, you don't need marriage.
Listen, we both grew up. I don't know how you look. We both know there's people in life that don't want children. Period. Right? That's just them. But now we into
So
the
why
days
get
of
married?
no,
Oh,
no, no,
let her
no,
finish,
no,
Bella.
no.
Let her finish, Bella. So y'all
Okay,
got to let each other finish,
no,
and
it's
then
okay.
you finish
My
what you're
bad, because I
saying.
don't know. It could be a
Then you
delay.
go
I
ahead.
don't mean to
So
cut you
soft
off,
heart.
Bella. I
So
really
soft
don't mean
heart.
to
You
cut
finish
you
what
off
you're
because
saying.
I mean
Finish what you're saying, soft heart, and then Mella have a chance to respond. Go ahead, soft heart.
I don't really know. Like marriage is a lot of people out there don't want to either have back in the day, girl, where we used to know people that didn't want kids, but they got married, or they just didn't want to get married, and we allowed them because they were like different. But now there's this whole generation of I'm not getting married. Okay, but it's for two different reasons. Men, because y'all got it easy. The internet, everybody roll up next. For women, we're free. We're making our own money. We don't have to depend. And that's real. And I don't think men, and I don't even think some women realize where the freedom to not have to, because men are, I don't, look, I'm not generalizing. They abused in the past, abused, and maybe today, I'm not trying to factual, they abused the situation. And women now do not need that. Women, we have our own. So, and if you can bring me not finance, because look at COVID. COVID took people who've been working at jobs for 20 years. They went to school for that. COVID took it away. COVID took their whole career, their life. So tell me about money. Tell me about finance. What are we left with then? What are we left with then? Because look, don't act like COVID and everybody didn't lose their job, who was working a good job. Yeah, except for the grocery store working at McDonald's. Then we was at work, right? But the people with the corporate job, they was at home, lost their jobs. People went to furlough, whatever that is. You know what I'm saying, right? But who and that so money, it ain't about, it's about your mental, and to understand where you didn't see the right path, where you didn't understand, where you weren't taught. Like it's so like living is so fun. Like there's some things, it's just a lot of people missing a lot of things. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying about like the 70s and 80s, how it's institutionalized. They broke up the black, we were prospering. We had businesses, we had companies, but then came Reagan and the crack epidemic,
Yeah.
and then what? Then what do we got? Then the broken families, fathers. You know what a man is? A man. Listen, we work together. We need both.
Okay.
Okay. And yes, I've been. Okay, go ahead.
When
That's
it
it
comes
for
to
what I
the
had to
title of
say.
this live stream about how women will sell their vagina, let's start with that segment
Okay.
first. Women
And
will.
exactly, because what kind of upbringing did they get? I ain't never sold no
Well,
vagina.
Okay, one time, one time, one at a time.
Don't, and do not say, oh,
I
well,
know
you're married.
it's shocking. That's what I'm saying. The title of the live stream is shocking, right?
Not to
And
me, it's typical.
well, I mean, yeah, it is ruthless, but what I'm emphasizing is the consideration that there are women out here that consider what they're, let's just say, walking around with is the negotiator. I'll put it that way, right? That's the supreme negotiator right there. That's like, you as a man want this, and you're not gonna get it just for, Walt Disney imagination. You are going to have to make it worth one's while to get access to this vagina, right? So I think what Ruthless title emphasizes is that there is power in the pussy, and men resent it. They resent it. And when a woman comes across and asserts that you have an arrangement with me, this is where I'm getting to the bitch part, right? Like why a man refers to a woman as his bitch. I think, and he has yet to explain this to me, I'm thinking that it's because there is a indisputable arrangement. It's like I give you something and you give me something. It's transactional and flat rate, and that's what it is. It's reliable. It's a reliable flat rate for a transaction. I think that's what Ruthless is referring to regarding the whole "that's my bitch" emphasis. It's like she ain't playing no games. We have a transactional arrangement that's indisputable between us. I can rely on it. That's why I go. I know what it is. But you, on the other hand, Miss Fancy Lady, walking around with her emotions all over the place, I got to figure out how to get with you. Sometimes I don't want to have to figure out how to get with you. I want the flat rate, straight transaction. And over there is my bitch that's going to give me the flat rate, straight transaction. And this is where we come up with people like Ruthless. Ruthless, he is a flat rate transaction nigga. That's what I believe. He's like, I don't want no games. I don't want to sit up here and try to figure out what your mood is. I don't want to figure out what kind of color you like. Like, what's the flat rate transaction? That's what I think he means by "that's my bitch." That's what I think he means.
I like Mella. Mella got okay. Thank you, Mella. Damn, Mella, she shocked me with that great revelation.
See, I don't. It's disgusting, Ruthless. That shit is disgusting. A decent woman does not appreciate that mentality. Only sluts like that bullshit. You like sluts, Ruthless.
Let me respond, Mella. It's only fair. It's only fair. So there is a story behind this, right? There's a story that follows this. It ain't just something that happened overnight, right? It took time for me of dealing with women in certain aspect and doing research and watching that it appears, right, to me that women are best served in 2026 with limited responsibility. It just seems like the more responsibility they have, the more they divorce you, the more they complain, right? Women just aren't great at long-term, situations. They're just not, right?
You are so comical right now. Just comical.
Well, I'm just saying, because they're driven by their emotions. Women, see, now we're in age of information, right? Nothing's a secret anymore. Women are the one thing that they have that's revealing, and I've experienced it in my relationships, is women are very selfish, right? And self-centered. And they want everything to revolve around them, right? They want the world to revolve around them. So the thing I noticed in all my relationships was the longer we were together, the more selfish they became. Everything became about them. Everything became about, well, this is what I want to do, and I think this is better. So what I'm saying is, what's it fine? Let me say this, Miller. I'm not complaining.
Mute her mic like you mute mines all the time. You know what I'm saying? Mute her mic, bro.
Yeah, I did. I did.
Like he
He treats us both the same. He mutes my mic.
Yeah, I do. I muted her last time. So what I'm saying is, I come to the conclusion, right, that there's no need to try to fit a circle into a square. Why are we Why are we trying to make out these women to be
Women are
great
not circles,
nurturers?
and y'all not square,
And
or maybe y'all is squares, but
yeah, men have placed women at a high level of righteousness and all this nurturing, all these great things, and the women are coming out and saying, "I don't give a fuck. I'm leaving you." Right? And they're divorcing 800,000 times a year. They're breaking up relationship after relationship, breaking up family after family. Right? Because men value nuclear family more than women do. Women value the way they feel and what makes them feel good. If their feelings are compromised, they will tear down that house. They don't care.
Then why do we raise your children after you abandon? Why do women raise the children after you abandon them? Why do they do that if they're so selfish?
That's first of all, the women will always say, "This is my child." The women would turn the children against the boyfriends.
If women were selfish, they
look
would
at
raise
men,
those children, baby.
women,
They wouldn't do that.
Women look at men as sperm donors.
Men abandon their families. Women don't.
Even in the household, right? There's a divide on how to kiss your husband. Women look at men as sperm donors. They possess those kids. They were my kids, right?
no,
you hear him say
they're the
all the
father
time.
of the children. They're the
let me
example
get
of how my
kids.
son will be a man and what my daughter needs to look for in a man, regardless
Right,
if you're not there. I don't understand. Like, it's easy. Humans are, I don't mean to control. You didn't mute my mic, thank you. But humans are selfish, period. And men are more, and look, I'm just because I'm a female, I'm not trying to say this. But look, if you're gonna pick up if you see a dog, you're gonna pick it up. Like milk, they say it, the cow, if you get the milk, the cow's free, all that, whatever, however they say. Why are you going to put in the effort when you know she's going to do it by herself anyway? Do you know what I'm saying? And then, no, listen, I don't think you respect you being a father. It's not about being with her. That's what you're more focused on.
Doesn't respect fatherhood. There you go.
No, because that's generation, bro.
Okay,
everything I cook, even if you cooked it like a salad, like cut up, your children are watching, and they will teach their children, and them children will teach. You don't, and
I'm so glad I met you. That's what I've been.
Y'all are more serious
they
about
don't
marriage.
Respect.
But you know why y'all don't want to get married? Yeah, you know why you don't want to get married? Because you're afraid of failure. You're afraid that you're not man enough, or whatever that is in your head, to keep up. And that's one. So y'all decide not to do.
Insecurity.
So that's one thing.
That they
but now that you got internet, okay, Mello, don't let him mute your mic just real quick. I like you too, girl. Hold on. But listen, men, that's what now is worse, because the internet, y'all got Tinder, you got Pornhub, look, post nut clarity, you know about that. You tell me. What you think? You feel like go checking for a girl or putting in any work for a woman? But listen, and that's another thing. Why do you always play Princella when she's only talking about women? What about when she talks about men? Do you ever check that?
Hold on now.
Hey, Mella, come on back.
I agree. Listen, I agree with Princella on the premise.
She's talking about men. I mean, women.
We're going to listen to this video.
Why?
Right? Because it's going to give us. Because she better explain it. Let me finish.
Why are we listening? I don't want to listen.
Let him finish. This is what they say. Let him finish.
Hold on. Let me tell you guys. You guys can push back after the video's played. You guys don't have to agree with it. Right? I'm just going to play it because it kind of helps me.
Now I got to go to the liquor store because you're playing
I got mine. Girl, I got mine. But Ruthless, let me ask you, what can I be? I'm gonna let you play the video. I'm gonna let you play the video, but let me ask you a question. If I can ask you a question, Mel. Listen, you play the video. Every video I watch, I try not to judge, but it's only about what she says about women. Play the video about men, and I want you to answer why it ain't that way or it is that way. Because you only play what she's saying about women. Because she talk mad ish about men too.
Let me answer the question. I don't play her what she said about the men because I understand the psychology of men. I know that we're not a model. I understand men. But when I'm talking to women, I got two women on my panel.
For the moment, where's Stanley? I need Stanley back.
You're not going to let me ask the question now, huh? They say
Oh, sorry,
Rufus.
sorry.
They say
My bad.
Rufus, you're biased towards women when I say these things. So to cut that out, okay, that's fair. I might be a little biased. So we're going to hear from the women, and women have a voice. Women been given a voice in this country, right? To speak
You're
to,
not
and
a
we're going to
bisexual woman.
yeah,
Can I
don't
ask you
she?
a
But
question?
she still understands the psychology of a woman. She understands.
No, she doesn't.
Hold on. She's a master. Priscilla is a master. She chases women, so she's a master of what a woman wants, and she's absolutely right. And she also had a relationship. She was married. She has kids, a kid. So yeah, she's experienced, and like I said, I agree with her.
And
Now
that
you guys,
appeals to you, does
okay,
it?
the video. Bella, y'all gonna have to agree. I'm not forced y'all to agree. Let me preface
And
that.
I'm definitely not gonna watch this motherfucking video.
But I'm just gonna play it because you
I can't
guys.
stand bisexuals.
Okay, can I
Like,
say
make up
something
your
about this?
mind already, goddammit.
It's only like less than a minute long.
Okay, can I just ask you a question before you play the
Make
video
him
again?
embody all of the characteristics of a woman.
Right.
They will agree with that, but they won't agree with women actually closing their legs. See, they don't agree with the things that would lead the women to close their legs, which is the beginning of all of my teachings, to teach the truth about the male in order to get women to clank clank.
But can we acknowledge if a man got up here and said the exact same thing you just said, they would label him misogynistic?
Of course they would, because like I said before, women don't listen to men. Women think that men were created to serve them. So if you ain't serving them, they don't want to hear nothing you got to say, because at the end of the day, women think that this is we need to teach males to do this. Women want men to be women. Women want society to transform a male into
Sound
a
like some white
female.
woman shit.
Women hate women. Women hate each other. But they want to get a man and then make him embody all of the characteristics of a woman.
Right.
That's what they want to do.
Yeah, it's just confusing.
So it all makes sense. Trying to fit a square peg into a round hole, wanting your cake and eat it too. I think all of that had everything to do with women. Coming up with these things had everything to do with trying to figure out what a woman wants, because women want it all. And that's how marketing has been directed to women, to give women the illusion that you can have it all. To even think that you can have it all, that is a sign of narcissism. It's a sign of greed. Women want the world to revolve around them, each and every last woman. Women want their own man. They don't want to share the men, even though that is the more logical way that things would actually work out. Women don't want to do that, even because that's not the nature of a man, to be stuck with one person. But the woman wants to stick that man to one person, which is her, which is to take men away from their own reality, make men go against their own nature, and trap him with her.
Right.
And she don't care about what you going through, what you thinking, how you feel, as long as you serving her. That's where this thing, happy life, happy wife, happy life come
right.
from.
So, and I agree with that. I agree that women are looking for men to serve them. That's why if a man doesn't serve them the way they want to be served, they'll leave them. That's why they're leading the divorce rate at 800,000 times a year. That's why women are screaming independent. I don't need a man. I don't need him. And because of that mindset, women look at man as expendable. So the only way a woman's going to deal with the man in her life, if he's going to placate to the way she wants to be treated. The moment that man doesn't treat her the way she deems a way to treat her, she's going to get rid of him.
I'm going to say this once and for all.
Not once and for all.
There is a, how can I put this? There is a movie reference. I'll give you that. So it's more simple. There's a movie reference in the movie Titanic. And the difference between how she was treated by a man that is financially astute, she didn't want for anything, but he was a miserable, abusive son of a bitch to be with. And then you got on the other side this guy that is, let's just say, a little bit more understanding. And what turned out to be her determination was realizing that she would rather be his whore than that other guy's wife. And I'm going to explain that real quick.
Please
when
do.
It comes to an abusive man, we don't give a fuck about you. Period. Now, we might play the game and delude ourselves into thinking like maybe he'll change, maybe it's something wrong with me. But there comes a time when we call a spade a spade. This guy is abusive. I got to go. And that's why women are leaving men, because those people are abusive. Nobody wants to be with somebody that's abusive, ruthless.
Yeah, okay. And
period.
ruthless, can I just say
So
this?
ruthless is making it seem like we're supposed to settle for an abusive man. Why are you making it seem like we're supposed to stick and stay with somebody that wants to stick their foot up our ass? That's some bullshit.
Okay, ruthless. Okay, don't mute. I hate when you mute my mic. But anyway, but also, listen, people that see their mamas go through it, being the single life, and they see what these men, the manipulation. But you know what? Manipulation is you to manipulate your own self. You should have seen the signs anyway. But anyway, that's why. So that's why the girls that you're probably dealing with what they seen their mom go through. But it's true. You don't a lot of people don't understand. Women were next to nothing. We didn't have any rights.
Tell me ruthless ain't never abused a woman.
No, and every man, most men through all out history, they don't want to talk about it. Yes, it was control. It was don't do this, don't. That's why they got the Muslim cover them up.
It was either emotional abuse, mental
financial, everything.
Ruthless is an aggressive guy.
And you know what power brings?
He's mad because a woman won't accept his aggression. And
I'm not judging ruthless. I don't know him like that.
No. I can perceive that this guy is an aggressive natured individual. He believes in being an apex predator, and some bitch is gonna have to accept that.
No, I think he's kind of lost. I think he's lost. I think he's trying to find. That's why and that's why I don't think so, because he listens.
He ain't gonna change till he has to wear diapers, baby.
I don't know when you just got out your whatever relationship you got, and no disrespect, but you need to slow down. Like, it's not our job. That's up to him and God. Up to him and God. That's not for us. You know what I'm saying? You don't know him like that, girl. You didn't raise up with him. So, but
that's true. I
know how you feel. And that is what he's dealing with. That's the type of women he's dealing with that baggage. That's the baggage, not the kids, not the anything that you've been married before, but this mental. Do you know what I'm saying? When women we gotta evaluate how special we are, but then men also. Okay, look, I done lost my train of thought. I smoke weed, and I'm saying that short-term memory. Okay, but ruthless be listening. He listens. I've been here like 3 times, and I've seen him listen to other men.
Change.
I've listened. No, he ain't gonna change just like overnight, girl.
The concept that you can convince him to change, because he's not gonna change.
He wants to change.
He
wants things to be better. He doesn't want
you to fuck.
No. Listen, you ain't been here. I mean, how many shows you? This is my 3rd show. Well, how about you? Talk to me. How about you? With no other females on the panel. So how many shows you been here with just him and men?
I'll let him
Right.
tell you that.
No, you was here. How does he know? He keeping up with everything else. You should know.
I was introduced to
But what I'm saying is I've heard him.
Hello, you asked me a question. Control yourself. I will answer.
Okay.
What I'm emphasizing, according to your inquiry, is that I was
these big words.
I was introduced to his persona online through, I would dare say, Stanley. Okay.
Where is Stanley?
And because I was made aware of Stanley, I would frequent Stanley's channel on a panel because he's a veteran. And here comes Ruthless with all his, bombastic assertions about whatever it is he believes in. But at the same time, I couldn't deny that he had valid issues. Like there are some people that just aren't built for marriage. They're just not. And that was his whole thing. It's like, marriage is a scam. That was his assertion. And to be honest with you, I found out he had a channel. I came to his channel and I started talking with him. He has welcomed me in a way that's not disrespectful. And we have dialogue, even though I've actually cussed him out. And he allowed me to do that. And it's not that it's my practice and intention to cuss him out. It's just that, some of the things that he says is not traditional. I'll put it that way. It's not traditional. And I like to, go back and forth with him about announcing that he's not in some way responsible for the concept of family building. It's like, where's the family building if you don't believe in marriage? Where's the family building? Where is it? And I like what you said, young lady, regarding some men are afraid of quote unquote fatherhood. You hit the nail on the head with that one. I was like, that's it. That's the phrase I've been looking for. Some men are afraid of fatherhood because of their fear of failure. It's like, I anticipate I'm going to fail as a father, so I might as well just exit stage left.
Okay, so I'm going to play this video and I'm going to let you guys go again, okay?
And here you go, being obsessed with bisexuals.
No, this is not Priscilla. This is something else.
You and your videos.
I was married for 5 years, but I was with my husband for 10 years. And I'm gonna be honest, I lost a good man because of my mindset of I can compete with a man.
Look at that shit.
Like clean vibes, Princess Streamer. I ain't have to fucking work. I ain't have to do nothing. I'm talking about lift a finger, but my mouth was bad, and I lost a good man. Like she said, I have to do nothing. Like everything about him was good.
So knowing that,
I'm taking that L, but I still have to.
So you working on it?
Because it's other good men.
So you working on it?
Huh?
You working on it?
I'm working on my mouth because in my next relationship, I'm going to obey direct orders. I disobeyed every direct order, but I didn't cheat. And I thought I'm the perfect wife. I don't cheat. I don't go outside. I don't even get dolled up. But I'm in the house saying, fuck you, suck my dick. Fuck your mother. Fuck everybody in this motherfucker. Man, fuck the kids we got together type shit. That's how mad I get. I fucked up a whole marriage. I had the nigga that every bitch wanted.
The crazy thing is,
and I'm sitting here saying that because it eats me up every day.
Yeah. Shout out to you for taking
because now I have to work my ass off, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm an alpha at the end. I was married for 5 years, but I was with my husband for 10 years, and I'm gonna be honest, I lost a good man because of my mindset of I can compete with a man. Like clean vibes, Princess Streamer. I ain't have to fucking work.
Go ahead.
Can I speak? Can I answer that? Can I answer that? Look, yeah, can I answer that? Can you mute everybody else's mic? Listen, like a real man, a woman moves with the moon, bro. Everybody, not just bro, everybody. A woman moves, but do you know what a man is? He's the harbor wall. Okay, he holds tight. He don't move with the moon because we birth and raise the children. We're the ones at home. We're the, you know what home is? Look like deep home. What a woman brings. Talking about why Dr. Dre wife got to get all this, because if it wasn't,
You know what home means? Home,
okay.
hold me.
Look, you
Hold
didn't need
me.
nobody right.
That's what home means. Hold me. I don't believe in the word home.
Yes, you do. You do.
No, I do not.
Why? Because what? Wait, no, I don't know you, but what? You didn't have a home growing up. You don't know what a home feel like. I don't care
When
if
you
it's in the desert,
understand,
but when you
when
with
you
the ones you love
understand,
and the things that you understand what life really is about. It ain't about money. It ain't about nothing. It's about the things that are free, that's given to you without condition. You know,
when you
that's what I'm talking about.
understand that
Well,
people
I understand,
engage in power dynamics,
girl. Like you just gotta
then you
take
can
that shit though.
you
We the women, we the most powerful. We the ones who taught war. Okay, we taught men the all that shit in the Greek, all that war. We the ones behind it all. Like we got the knowledge on the instinct on
you know
a
what?
different level of a sixth sense, seventh, eighth. Trust me, that's
What
why.
up, rapper?
And we don't. But we
You know
ain't push.
what?
Go ahead. I'll
I
let
think you need to drop the link for other people to join the panel.
Yeah,
Link is down there.
somebody talk to me.
It links down there.
But I understand.
Is it pinned?
No, it's right there. There ain't that many people in the chat. It's right there.
All right.
So here's what I say.
I ain't never done this before.
Let me say this. Let me say this, and I'm gonna let you guys go at it again.
We're not going at it.
You said something very important, Miss Soft.
Ain't nobody going at it. We're not having. We're
Well,
not
I meant
here to entertain you.
back and forth. I meant back and forth. You guys are going back and forth. But what I'm saying, Soft said something we taught men, and we diss men. And once again, right, you women want to run the world. You guys want to run men. You guys want the man to bow to you. You want him to worship the ground you walk on. This is why
we want you to behave yourselves.
Okay,
There's a difference.
Same thing.
Behave yourself.
But not right.
Just like you want women to behave,
okay.
We want you to behave. It's mutual.
So here's the deal, right? The problem in these relationships is, and men and women in general, is there's a conflict of interest, right? Both of us got egos. Both of us, right, got things that we want to get off our chest, let's say, right? But when we come into a matrimony of a relationship, men are coming literally to bring themselves down to your level as far as the relationship level to make it work, right? This is why men don't have a problem with paying. Men
What do you
problem
mean
with
bring yourself? What do you mean by that?
Relationship level. Like, so if I'm saying a whole bunch of women, right? A lot of men, they have options. If they get with the woman they like and they find that something or intrigued by the woman, they then will get rid of those options that would be coming to the level of relationship status.
So you mean being faithful to one woman is against the man's nature? That's what you're saying?
It is. There it is,
everybody. There it is.
We're fighting. We're fighting the very thing that makes us happy, right? Variety. But we just happen to meet you, and we get along with you. We got this connection that we don't have with others. So now most men will placate to that connection with you and get rid of all the other women, right? And we go through the process, right? Paying for the dates, going out to music parks, wherever it is that we do, right? So men are, and in 98%, 99% of the cases, men are placate to the woman to make her happy, right? He's showing off that I can pay for all these dinners consistently, or I can be a listener, or I can be good in bed. All these things we're doing to please women, right?
That doesn't matter if you bring in stray fluids home.
But all we doing is trying to build to something. And this woman here if we see her as the woman we want to be with and build with, then we're willing to pay for that, right? Because being a man has to pay for a wife. That's just the bottom line, right? A wife is
What
not.
can you possibly build by being unfaithful to her?
Well, he is being faithful to her by acquiescing to her standards and her expectations, right? That's how you get to marriage,
Not,
right?
not if you're being unfaithful.
Continue. Let's hear me out. You've been dating this guy for 3 years because he's been doing everything you want him to do, right?
If he's no, like
Well, we will agree that, Mella, that nobody's perfect. So therefore, we understand as humans that there are going to be some bumps along the way. That's on both parties, right? That's on both parties. Both parties got their perspective.
I think what you're saying is that men pay to be selfish, right?
No,
it's like, baby, look, I'm covering everything that it takes to provide the lifestyle you want. Thereby, I have permission to step out and you forgive me. I step out, you forgive me. I step out, you forgive me. Because where would you be if I wasn't providing everything? Where would you be? So I suggest you just figure out a way to adjust to it and enjoy this privileged lifestyle I'm providing. That's what you're saying, right?
No. So it depends on what level of man now, right? Because once again, men are not a monolith, right? Most men are average earners. Most men are betas, are simps. So therefore, because they're the majority, by overwhelming majority, all of them acquiesce to the woman, right?
You
All
want women to agree with men fucking around.
Yo, let me finish, y'all. Let me finish, Bella. I don't mind you pushing back, but let me finish so you can get to understand what I'm saying. Most men are beta. Most men are submissive. Majority, right? It's only very little bitty men that have all these options and got swag and got a mouthpiece and cheat going on all these women. They're a very small percentage. Most men are not good looking. Most men don't have aesthetics, right? Most men have to acquiesce to a woman because they don't have options of women like that. So when they do meet a woman that halfway likes them or gives them a chance to be in her life, they will do whatever it takes to try to make that work. See, women are running the dating market. Women are running the relationships. Women are running the marriages. So then it's incumbent upon them.
Who's raising the family? Why you mad that somebody's you out to work? Who's gonna raise the kids, bro?
So once again, right? So once again, right? I'm not saying that women don't raise kids. That's a whole different conversation. You want to talk about?
No, that's home, bro.
Parenting, but the parenting is a different conversation. We're having a conversation about why women would rather sell their vagina before they serve a man, because women don't fuck with men like that. They don't.
We do, bro.
We do. Women, y'all want to get
for
a
men,
man,
bro. We built for that strength.
No, only reason y'all want a man is power and sex.
No, because who
y'all don't give a
the
fuck.
horses?
Y'all don't give a fuck.
The field.
Y'all don't give a fuck.
You know what I'm saying? Who gonna provide out this bitch and protect? And we will give you the family. We will give you a family.
No, you can't give us a family. Yeah,
yes,
but then
you because and Rufus don't even say this. I heard you with the God. That's why you and Stanley fell out, because I don't know. It looked like Stanley don't believe in God or something and all that, but you do. But that's so why? Well, don't you believe in that? Like, she give you a family, bro. You cleave onto your wife.
Okay, so soft is hard. Soft is hard. Y'all give us a family and also take it away, right? Yes. You guys will take the family. If the man is not the man, if he's not acting right, y'all will divorce him Take the kids, because the state's giving you the kids, right? And then y'all will turn the kid against the man. Women do this all the time. Your baby daddy, your daddy ain't shit, right? Women will do this all the time. So when it comes to tearing a family apart, women, you guys lead by astronomical numbers by a long shot. A long shot. So just like y'all give, y'all take away. Because just like you said, if a man don't listen to you,
what did I say?
Man don't listen to you and cater to what you feel is needful for you to be happy, you guys will self-love and leave. Because why? Women would never love a man more than she loved herself.
I don't know what kind of women you meeting, bro. I really
No
don't.
women would never love a man more than they love themselves.
That you cannot even see that shit on your spy senses, your first, what do you call them things? Instincts and levels. You can't spot that. Why are you falling for the okie doke off the first date? Because the way she looked, because y'all are visual. You know what I'm saying? Because you're visual. You don't give a fuck. Because really, you don't need a woman to speak. But come to find out, she does speak. And actually, she does play a bigger role in your household. So actually, that's like, look at Kevin Gates and that little girl. And I ain't got no problem. You know what I'm saying? But me and Randy taught me, y'all don't want a woman to speak. You don't want her to have an idea, a way of things going. But you should establish that off first before you sex and actually really have some real shit. Be friends, bro. Go through the 4 seasons with her. See what's up. Like, but no, y'all want to sex and then y'all wait in a relationship. You don't even know the people. And then you having kids with them. You don't even know the people. And then you have this functional relationship when them kids actually, that's the time when forget y'all and the kids make the difference. How you behave together, even marriages. Like, if y'all don't act right, even in marriages, if y'all don't act right, the kids can see through that. Like, not
so
just because people married don't mean everything is perfect.
Let me say this.
I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead. I'm not sorry.
And this, I've done some research, right?
Have you?
Yes, and I've done a lot of observation. Do you know men have paid to get hundreds of dollars to get me off these panels because I say co-parent is the future, right? Because and the most,
but you believe in God. Right. You believe in God, right? Right? Yeah. You go to church.
Let me say this.
How you? Okay.
Let me finish this. Men inherently believe in a nuclear family more than the woman.
Yes.
Men believe in marriage, value marriage more than women value marriage.
Yes. That's why they decide not to get married, because they don't want to fail. They're like, listen,
because they understand that you cannot control a woman's emotional.
No, it's about themselves. It's about themselves.
No. Because that's not what it is.
Not for you, Ruthless, because you want to get married.
No, listen.
You believe you are
I don't believe in marriage. I'm anti-marriage.
No, you're not. I heard what you said about how you date these women and give them this and do this, and then they just fuck off. Like, I've heard it. You've been that beta, bro.
So let me say this,
and you know what I'm saying? You've been that beta. So but you went about it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying?
So let me say this, right?
A measure of a man is through his sensitivity.
One thing I learned, right, is you can't control a woman.
Can't control a man.
Okay, so
we're
even. So we're even. So
no, we're not. But keep going.
But you look at the numbers, right?
I need a man to get up in here. Where's the men's at, bro? Where's Stanley?
Okay, you keep cutting me off. I'm gonna have to mute you.
Okay, you're right.
Okay, so reason why I'm anti-marriage?
You're not.
Because I don't think women are built for the task of long-term success.
We built for raising children by ourselves. Okay? Right? Because men go off to war, men go off to hunt, and they may not come back.
Not anymore.
Right? So we built for that.
Not anymore.
No. We innately, bro. That's what God built us. The way
but
God, we have the children, periods, bro. We
not
have the
anymore.
children. And so
Yeah, but
we don't
men
we
aren't going
built
off
with
to
that
war like
extra
that.
psychology.
When men aren't going off to war like that anymore, right? So now that men are able to get a job, come home daily, and serve that household,
Where's
the
my
women
book?
are still leaving, right? So, and this is the crazy part: women aren't
Men
just
never were there. How about
women.
that? How about the men were never there? Come on,
Women,
women are still leaving. Why you just leave out one
because
statistic?
y'all divorcing somebody.
Who
Y'all
said we even
divorcing
get
somebody.
married? Who said we even get married? Who said we even get married?
They got stats. They got statistics.
Who said the man put his name on?
Once again, right? Women get married all the time, right? Women get married all the time.
How
Y'all
can
divorcing
they
somebody.
get married all the time if it ain't for the man asking them? The men hold the key to marriage. Women hold the key to sex. What are you telling me, bro?
No.
What do y'all hold the key to marriage?
No, we don't.
Marriage. A women
we
can't.
don't.
What you think? I'm gonna get down on my knee on my one bended
No, we
knee.
don't.
I will always love
We
you.
don't
Marry
hold.
me. You don't
We
want
don't hold
that.
the key.
You don't
We don't
want
hold the
that.
key to
Yes, you
marriage.
do.
We don't hold the key to marriage because you can say no. I don't want to marry you. You can say no. I don't want to marry you. Right? You can say fuck you, nigga. I'm not taking that ring. Y'all can say no.
Ooh.
Right? Soft as hard. Can y'all say no to marriage?
Oh, you on my? Yes, but y'all, we can't marry ourselves. We cannot marry ourselves. It's dependent on a man asking, bro.
Soft hard. I ask you a question.
Softest, yeah.
Soft as hard.
Yeah.
Can you tell that nigga I don't want to marry you?
Right.
Do you reserve that right?
But I cannot even answer the question if it ain't being asked, bro. You hold the question, you hold the key. Bro, and the same with the women. She hold the sex, and you can't get none unless she say yes. And I would, and a woman will never get married unless he asks. Unless he asks, and you don't want no woman getting on her one knee to ask you. Listen, listen, hey, Ruthless, you and me, come on, right now. Listen, you marry me.
So what I'm saying is,
right? You don't. That shit look up. It look funny. It's
no,
funny.
Women have a right.
Don't be mad. Look, just you don't even got.
Women have a right to. Women have a right to say no to marriage, and they have a right to divorce a nigga after they're married. So who controls the access to marriage? Have to be the woman because she has the right of refusal. Once the man pops the question, will you marry me? Listen, if I control the access to something, that means you can't say motherfucking no. That's control.
Right.
But if I have to ask you, last point, I'm gonna let you in. But if I have to ask you and you reserve the right of refusal, then I'm not controlling the marriage, the access, because you get access denied.
Okay. Right.
Shut
up, right? No. Whatever. What? No. See, it's all because it's all messed up from the beginning. But listen, whenever a woman leaves, if a man is, you see, the woman never comes out with anything greater in a marriage. It's the man. He gets to go. Who's left with the kids? Who's higher value? Women don't look after the age of 25. Statistically, from what y'all say, the men who are in charge with your power and your broad shoulders, patriarchy, yeah. Who's a 25-year-old? You get it more before me when I raise your kids. So don't tell me a woman gonna come out of any marriage. I don't care. She could be 26, come out of marriage. She will not have it. So do not do it. Don't act like a woman is out here with the same abilities that you as a even with it having children. No, she's with the kids. She's known as the single mother. Where you hear a single father at? Nobody talk about I'm a single dad. Nah. Nobody want to look at that. But the minute she got kids, it's like it's done. Maybe she over 20, but look at you, 40, not you, I don't know how old you are. 40 years old, you think you still got it with your two kids, you ain't seen enough. You know what I'm saying? And you think that generational, do you think that don't affect the kids? Forget how you want to interact with bitches and women, the children, bro. Like, and you believe in God, bro. I heard you and Stanley, that's when that shit cut off because Stanley was like, you know what, I don't know about God and shit. That's when he lost me. But, you should know better a little bit. You should know the reason and the purpose of it all. And you not be fooled by this Kevin Samuels was like 5 years ago, bro. And you still running with this rhetoric. And I like you because you know what? You listen. You like to hear other sides of the story. And I wish there was more men up here. Stanley, come where you at, bro? Because he was a little different. But but I ain't got time to waste my breath and my vocal cords arguing with men who don't even want to listen. But you listen to where's Molly? Where she went to the liquor store, bro. She went to join me. But no, honestly, bro, I see potential in you, and I know you see the light, but it's difficult because, like we said, who we raised by, our generation, where did our generation come from more broken homes than what was the generation before? Do you know what I'm saying? It's just different levels, bro. And
I'm gonna play this video. I'm gonna play this video.
Always a video, bro. Go for it.
Yeah, because it helps to add context.
Would you sacrifice your family for your happiness, or would you sacrifice your happiness for your family?
If I'm not happy, no.
What about you?
I would definitely go for my happiness, because what is life about if we're not trying to be happy?
And what about you?
I've actually been there and done that, and I did choose my happiness, and I'm happy I did.
With all of your answers, this is the reason why women initiate 70 to 80% of the divorces, because you prioritize your happiness over your family. Marriage, to be honest, isn't about happiness. Marriage is about purpose and duty. Happiness is fleeting. It's up and down, meaning that you're happy at one moment and then you're not happy another moment. Men, we can be unhappy. We act despite how we feel. There's guys that suffer in sexless relationships, sexless marriages, and still stay with that woman.
You have one life to live. Why would you sit there and be miserable for the rest of your life?
Men, we don't think the world revolves around us. Like, men really love a girl. You just love that man based off how you feel. I think the only thing you do love is your feelings. Men, we don't prioritize the way we feel. We prioritize what's real, and that's family, that's the woman, that's the children. So we'll sacrifice our happiness for a relationship without a problem.
So
men with daddy issues, look, he's 12 years old, bro. He's 20 years younger. What are you even listening to him for? Honestly, on a real thing, like, why are you even listening to some young boy? You be like, actually, homeboy, you ain't even.
No. The women said. No. The women said. The women
are the same age.
Women have a voice. Women have a voice, right?
No, you don't skip over it. No, for real, truthless. All the people on that panel were 12, 20 years old.
Soft is hard. Soft is hard. I'm just saying the women had a voice in America. And their voice was heard. They said they will, if they're not happy, they will leave. And I think all women universally accept this doctrine, right? This is the ideology. Self-love supersedes duty and family. It just, I do believe women, they all subscribe to this. So this is why you guys are leading to the divorce court, right?
No.
And it just all that we're saying is, I'm saying, so let me make something clear to you, soft as heart. I'm not here to try to change you guys. I'm not here to argue about you what makes you happy.
You ain't got to.
Right. I'm not here to say, boo, you need to be married, you need to be with a man, you need to this. I'm not here to tell you that. Live in your truth, boo. Do you. Okay? I'm not going to argue about your selfishness. Just understand I'm going to be selfish too. Right? I'm not here to change women. I'm not here to try to say, hey, you need to fit in this box. You need to be the way I need you to be. No, boo. That's not what I'm here to do. That is above my pay grade. Let me make that sure. I'm not here to try to make you stop being a 304. I'm not here to make you stop being a money hungry woman. I'm not here to stop making you be combative. That's not my duty. That is not my job. I like this, that you guys are living in your truth. I think you guys are where you're supposed to be, and you guys are moving forward. But you just won't be doing it with me long term, right? We be dealing with each other more short term, and that's fair. That's fair,
Of
right?
course, because who wants the responsibility, right? Of
But
course,
I just can't.
it's easy for you.
Well, because
Yeah.
and let me, right. I don't want. I know one thing I learned this, and this is why I made this call. Right. I understand that because you guys are enslaved to
You saved
the
your
way you
face.
feel,
You
your
saved your face.
emotional,
Come and make this call.
your emotional, whatever you guys feel is
No.
what you guys are enslaved to. You guys really invest in it. You guys
Y'all
believe in self love. Then anybody who invests or believes in that is unstable, because once again, feelings and emotions are up and down. One day you're happy, another day you're sad, another day you're mad, another you're depressed, another day you hate the world.
You know
another
what?
you
You know
love
what?
everybody,
You know
right?
what it is about you, Ruthless. You know what this? I feel this. I feel like you say all this, but you really just need a woman to be like, yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Just a woman to be like, yeah, you really like honestly put it on you and be like, yeah, you believe that shit now. Like honestly, because you teetering, bro. Like I really feel
here's what
you
you're missing. I
on
do.
levels. You are like you
Soft as
know
heart.
what it is,
We're
but
soft
you
as heart.
know
Soft as
you
heart.
just gotta.
I just need women for one to do what they do. I love women.
I know you do.
You guys are
Of
great.
course y'all do.
You guys are great. What you guys are great at
Yeah, we
is what
bring
I
the
look for.
nice. Yeah, we
You
bring
guys are
nice
great at.
things.
You guys are great at sexual performance.
No, we
And
bring soft. We bring home and loving and
no,
safe.
you don't do none of that. You don't do none of that. You guys are romantic. You guys are romantic. You guys are always complaining. You guys, no. You guys are none of those things.
But they didn't like you then, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, who did you choose? See, these bitches was paying you for the. You choosing out of your range. That's what it is. You was choosing above your pay, and they knew that when they were like, "Yeah, I got one, another bill to be paid." When they saw you coming.
Okay, so this is something that I honestly been pondering on actually for a few years now. I remember what the Bible said about women and you know, like the evil spirit, what the Bible says about the Jezebel spirit, and you know, things I see that women do, things I know and heard that women do. The paternity issue, how these women lay next to a man for years, looking the kid in the eyes for years, knowing there's no relation. How good men get stomped out, how kids are just used for a check. I've come to the conclusion that I think women are just pure evil. Like, I really think women are just pure evil. Women are naturally evil beings, I believe. And only a woman who's honest about our natural nature of being deceptive can change it. Like, for example, I know that naturally there.
Women are. You guys are pure evil. So I agree with you. You guys are. Women are pure evil. Y'all evil, and then stand on it. 10 toes down on it. Don't try to act like, oh, we soft, we love everybody. We're the salt of the earth, and we cater to our man, baby. Take
But
off your shoes.
how can she do that if she ain't ever understood her worth because of her upbringing, bro?
And that's the problem. Women do understand their worth, and women.
But why don't you understand that when you approach these, when you already see the signs? But then now you want to run with it and do all this with it, and now you want to complain and feed into.
Wait. Women, you don't hear what I'm saying. You're not listening to Ruthless.
Yeah, mute me.
You guys just tell me. You guys have told me what your worth is, right? Women said a nigga paid me this money and this is what I'm worth, right? I'm not some cheap bitch, right? You guys have told me your worth, right? Women value themselves by their options, the beauty. Number one, let me tell you what women value themselves by. Their worth, their beauty, the level of beauty that they are. One, how much men are willing to give them, meaning how much men have offered them to take care of them.
Yeah,
right?
but you know what that means for a woman? She's in that pocket.
So what I'm saying is those two things
It's dangerous.
are how you women how women value themselves, right? So women value themselves, right? By and they don't need men to tell them what they're worth. They understand, right? So some girl told me this guy paid, he bought me this, and that's where she valued herself at.
I bought my
And
own
she's
shit.
going to know that, yeah, because she's not going to settle. Women think they're selling if they get the best of what a man has to offer. So if other men come along, he has to either equal that or
But
top
how
that.
is that? But money don't mean nothing to a man. Money ain't nothing. That's why men don't really need a woman to, you know what I'm saying? Like you as a man, if everything was perfect, you think you need your woman to work like that, grinding on pavement, where she's supposed to be staying pretty and light. You know what I'm saying? No, money is the root of all evil. Like, and it plays in that way. Do not like. I mean, I'm not saying that woman ain't gotta work, but I don't. It's these people raised different, bro.
This is why women will sell their vagina before they serve man.
Yeah.
You know why
The
this?
daddies wasn't home.
Soft to hard. No, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna got the answer for you. You know why it's soft as hard? Because women have a new husband. They divorced this man and married Benjamin Franklin. Women are marrying themselves to money. More and more each day. More and more each day. There's women who call their name is Cash App. She said, my name Cash App.
For you.
No,
Stop
why
it.
do
For you. Look,
Yeah,
you know what? That's between them and God, bro. Between them and God. Like, you ain't gotta be a part of that. There's plenty of women that's good women, honestly. Like, I don't know, you with this rhetoric, you need to go outside, touch grass, get off this internet, because that shit is rage baiting. It's killing the family, bro.
The family,
And the black family. And you got to
even black women the worst. They divorced their man more than
the
anybody.
worst. Listen to my black women, the worst. No, you
Far
don't
as
even
divorce
get
rate,
it.
as far as
No, see,
divorce
that's
rate,
what
yeah.
I'm saying.
You guys,
Look, no,
you guys, black women divorce their man more than anybody, more than any other race of women. So you guys are worse when it comes to divorce. But it's all good. It's all good, man. Listen.
maybe it's about the black man then.
Listen, boo.
Maybe it's about the black man then. We ain't in them times. I make my own money. You ain't gotta abuse me.
Yes. Make your own money, boo. Do you?
Yeah.
But
And
just
I ain't gotta
understand.
depend on you, because before I didn't have no rights. I
Yes.
couldn't vote. I couldn't work.
Right.
I couldn't work. You were the way, and you couldn't have sex. Like, you lucky the internet in here, because you wouldn't even be able to jack off in your imagination. Yeah, but yeah, you lucky to get Pornhub here, Tinder here. You call any old bitch, because what Vibes Cartel say?
We get magazines. What do you mean?
So now what? Yeah, you knew what was up, but now you are your fuck. Now, look, I don't need you. I don't need you. Yeah, be lonely, bro. Yeah, don't have a home.
Stand on your truth. I love this. That's
Do
part. I love you. I love you for that. I love
Cheers,
that.
bro. Cheers, bro. You don't love it, bro. You don't love it. You don't love, because you mad still.
No, this is what I want. No. I'm not mad at all. Not even a little bit. You don't see me even up here getting
No, I know.
frustrated.
That's why I'm still here, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I'm still here. Like, honestly,
listen.
I see the potential in you.
I am happy for you women with this little gun you guys got. You got
I know
this new
you do. You
gun.
love women, bro. You appreciate it. And
Yeah,
that, you know what that tells me? It tells me that your mama was a good woman.
No, my mom was terrible. But
no. I don't. No, bro.
I'm not going to talk about my mama, but she was terrible. But here, I would say this, right? I would say this.
But you know, you know what it's like.
You guys live in your truth, baby girl. Because you know what? I'm happy that you live in a life that makes you happy, but you're not going to make me unhappy. So let's be that clear, right? You can live as your truth and your happiness and your independence all you want to, and I'm gonna support that. But I'm
support that, and that's the thing.
But I'm not going to come I'm not going to come in, or I'm not going to force you into my life for you to make my life a living hell. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. You guys are notorious for making a nigga life a living hell, right? But it's all good though. I'm in the show. I'm finna in the show right now. Soft is hard. Yeah, I'm finna. I gotta go. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you for coming, Soft is hard. You're always welcome. Let me give you a ranch. Matter of fact, let me give you a ranch right now. Let me give you a ranch. Let me give you a ranch before I go. Let me get her a ranch. All right. Okay. So I gave you Soft Salt. I gave you a ranch. If you type in chat, you have your ranch. Thank y'all for coming. Until next time. Type in the chat, Soft is hard. She probably over there going off the hand.